time for Highlands basketball. Tonight it's the home opener. The Highlands Golden Rams hosting the Plum Mustangs. And yes, again, it is a section game. Along with the triumphant return of the Dean, Mike Choma. This is Mike Pavlik, cameraman Dan alongside. Dean, we are here at Ram Arena for the home opener. And the Rams had a big win the other night against Mars.
Well, Mike, you just see in the picture, let's go back 1 year, though, to February 29, 2020. And the Golden Rams won the WPL championship against Bell Vernon. They got off to a great start. We moved up to 5A this year. We had to take on number 1 Mars on the road. We're down 9 with 5 minutes to go. I'm at home going nuts. All of a sudden, we turned the defense up. Mike, defense always travels. We forced 19 turnovers against Mars, and that led us to us cutting it down to 1 point. Jimmy Clinton hit a big 3, put us up with 1 with 11 seconds to go, but they had possession, and we played great defense at 11 seconds. That led to the victory, and again, you knock off the number 1 team in 5A moving up. That's impressive.
It is, definitely. Well, you wanted to talk about the masks, and it was interesting. The other night, Mars did not wear them. They wore them on the bench, but not during the game. Highlands wore them during the game. What do you got on that?
Well, Mike, it's a school policy that the Golden Rams, home or away, will have to wear masks throughout the season. When section teams come to our home, all teams have to wear masks. There was a meeting amongst the section ADs. They've all agreed to wear the mask, so Plum is in the mask tonight. And again, it's just 2020, 2021. You have to do what you have to do. Coach said it's not an excuse. He's going to put it behind him. And again, Golden Rams and Plum agree to wear masks tonight, and that's all we're going to say about it. Let's move on.
Play basketball. And I'll be honest with you. It didn't even come into my mind the other night. I didn't even notice it. And it was one of those things where, I mean, I had one on and we have them on, and it's just like, it's almost like, I don't want to use that term new normal, so I won't, but it's kind of,
I call it the before.
Right. Yeah, I guess you're right. Well, Plum Mustangs come in here. They are 1-1 on the season. They are 0-1 in section. They lost their opener to Mars at home, and then the next night they beat a very good Elizabeth Forward team.
Yeah, Mike, in that game, number 2, Connor Moss scored 30 points. He's the guy you're going to have to watch out for. He was in foul trouble against Mars, sat most of the game, but he was still their leading scorer. They were in that game, Mike. They had Mars. They cut the lead to 6. I don't know why, but their coach decided Marino to hold the ball for the last minute and a half. And again, it took them right out of the game. They ended up losing that game by 10. But again, let's account for Connor Moss every time down the court, and I think we should be okay here this evening.
Another guy you got to watch for is Tarasi Means, number 13. Number 11. He will also be a guy that the Rams will have to keep an eye on. Here tonight in the home opener, well, the Wireless Zone is the largest independent Verizon wireless franchise in America. Whether you're a small business, a big family, or just need a new device, the Wireless Zone can help. At Wireless Zone, we're dedicated to finding the right device for you, your family, your business, and your lifestyle. Our stores offer competitive prices on today's most popular smartphones, devices, accessories, with award-winning customer service. Stop in today and see what makes Verizon the world's largest and most reliable network. Wireless Zone has 12 area locations, including 6 in the AK Valley. Rams fans, your Wireless Zone headquarters are in Natrona Heights at the Walmart Plaza, or at Pittsburgh Mills Mall next to JCPenney and across from Victoria's Secret. Or find a Wireless Zone store nearest you by visiting wirelesszone.com. Tip-off coming up. It's the home opener. It's the Highlands Golden Rams and the Plum Mustangs, and it's right after this.
Contest with an overall record of 1-1.
All right, Dean.
Section record of
time for the starting lineups. First, the visiting Plum Mustangs.
Senior, number 0.
They will start number 0, William Brewer, a 5'9" senior. All seniors starting tonight, Mike.
At guard,
He just hit one out of the park. How about that?
Connor Moss.
Number 2, Connor Moss. We talked about him in the pregame. 6'1" senior, 30 points against Elizabeth Forward.
5'9" senior, number 4, Alex Matolo.
5'9" senior, Alex Matola. He wears number 4.
Guard is 6' senior, number 11, Tarasi.
And the guy you mentioned, Tarasi Means, number 11, a 6' senior.
It'll be easy to pick out with that red mask.
Senior, number 32, Max Monalosi.
And Max Matolsi, 6'1" senior, wears number 32. Mike, remember him for the football team?
Yes. Mark Marino, the head coach in his second season, former coach at Hempfield and at Brownsville.
And a section record of 1-0. At forward, a 6'3" sophomore, number 0, Chandler Timmons.
Highlands Golden Rams 1-0, start 0. Chandler Timmons, a 6'3" sophomore.
Number 1, Jimmy Cook.
Also a sophomore, number 1, Jimmy Quince, 6'2" sophomore. Hit the game winner, that big three-pointer against Mars.
Number 14, Carter Leary.
Number 14, Carter Leary, double-figure score with 10 against Mars.
He's a bulldog defensively, too.
13, Don Pacey.
Speaking of defense, Mike, here he is, number 13, Don Pacey, 5'9" senior.
Gold Rams, a forward, 6'3" and senior. Number 10, Antoine McDaniel.
And number 10, Antoine McDaniel, 6'3", big stretch guy. He had 10 points in the game against Mars. But Don Pacey, Mike, in that Mars game, the play he made with 33 seconds to go, where he dove from the foul line to almost midcourt, stole the ball, almost got caught up, had the basketball IQ to call that timeout, led to the winning basket. I thought that was the key play in the game.
Sure was. Starting lineups brought to you by Dan Timmons Painting in Choma Heights since 1979. They got you covered for all your commercial and industrial painting needs. Stores, schools, and churches. To beautify and protect, call Dan Timmons Painting 724-224-2851. Dan Timmons Painting, they got you covered. We are set to go. Chandler Timmons about to jump center against Tarasi Means. Quinn McGuire has the basketball. Chick Murdoch and Greg Hedgeland also. Plum wins a tap. They'll move left to right here in the first quarter, dressed in their traveling purple uniforms. Out top to Means. Now Matolo. Right side to Brewer. Out top to Moss. Tried to dump it down inside, but it's stolen. Now ahead of the field is Kuntz. Jimmy had trouble, and they're going to call the travel.
Jimmy tried to hold that pivot.
He did. Good steal by McDaniel, but Jimmy just couldn't hold on to the basketball. Turnover Highlands at 7:40.
Plum's our closest rival in our news section. We'll talk about our news section as we go along. Today, 5A at 17th section.
Yeah, we're starting off with 2 section games, and then we'll play some non-section games after, so things are going to be jumbled up.
We're going to give you the schedule week by week because that's all we can do.
It's a suggestion.
Yeah.
Inside, and we got a foul. I think McDaniel might have gotten Max Matulsi from behind.
I think it's Chandler. Let's see what they call him. Yep, Chandler.
Okay.
It could have went either way.
Max Matulsi, who has been a thorn in our side, especially on the football field, huh?
You know what, Mike? You might be right. We gave it to McDaniels on the scoreboard.
First one by Max is no good. He'll get another. No score early on.
They did have an outstanding football team this year.
Oh, they sure did.
They beat McKeesport, Mike.
I'll tell you what, the Rams gave them all they can handle out there. Second one by Matulsi is good, and it's 1-0 Plum. Mustangs drop back and pick them up half court. This is Kunst out top. Now to Timmons.
They play a packed defense, Mike. It's man-to-man, but a lot of guys stay in the paint. They pressure the ball, and that's it. Watch, the guy will come out in the ball, everybody else back in the paint.
Now to Kunst. Back out to McDaniel. McDaniel drives into the paint, kicks it out to Pacey. Pacey needs help on the little roll. Got it to Timmons, but Timmons lost the handle. Mustangs back the other way. This is Moss.
See what that packed defense does, Mike? It cuts off that pass because everybody's laying in the paint, but they still pressure the ball. They get one guy in the ball at all times. It's a good defense.
Here's Means out top between circles.
Virginia made this one popular, Mike.
Now the right side, the shot by Brewer is an air ball, and the rebound to Jimmy Kuntz. Rams back the other way. Great job, McDaniel, to get in, and he's fouled, and Antoine will go to the line and shoot a pair at 6:26 and a 1-0 Plum lead. Chick Murdoch with the call, former Ram.
Virginia coach, what's his name? His dad goes to Green
Tony
Bay.
Bennett.
Tony Bennett, yeah. His dad played it at Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Dick Bennett, yeah.
Yep.
McDaniel hits the first, and that's a good thing. He was 0 for 2 the other night. The Rams were 2 for 7 from the line.
And a 2 were made by DJ Loveland. And boy, did he make a big shot at the end too, Mike.
Antoine 2 for 2, and the Rams lead it 2-1.
Great to have DJ back out in the team, Mike.
It is.
Bring some senior leadership to a very young club too.
We have some seniors out here. It's just it's more of a lack of experience than it is.
Oh, charge! You got
it.
it.
Is on Matulsi, and Max has 2 already, and that's not going to be good for Mark Marino. And they're going to replace Max already. I want to talk about that as we get on in the season. The reasoning of sitting people when they have fouls.
Nick Killinger checks in, Mike. He's 6'5", junior.
So a little bit bit of size for Coach Marino. Here's Kuntz. Rams with a 2-1 lead.
Not 2 minutes in, and we got their big guy on the bench, Mike.
No basket check.
No.
Kuntz kicks it back out. Leary with a 3-ball down. Carter Leary gives the Rams a 5-1 lead.
That's how he started the game the other day against Mars, a three-pointer, Mike. Only three-pointer until late in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, we hit 4 of them, and the 3 in the fourth quarter were kind of big. Here's Matola. Ball skipped out of bounds. It remains with Plum, but good defense by Highlands.
And against that packed defense, Mike, that shot will be there. When you enter the pass, everybody collapses. The kick back out will be there.
For all of you watching the game tonight on YouTube or on Comcast, welcome first Comcast game of the year. We are still in Ram Arena. We are just on the other side of the court this year.
Different view. I like it.
It's socially distanced over here. The ball is out of bounds. It stays with the Mustangs at the 5:31 mark.
Speaking of social distancing, they're only allowing 2 tickets per player, so the parents are here this evening. No visitors. That's basically the standard in the section this year, Mike.
And speaking of being at home here, the Rams won all 9 of their home games a year ago. They have won 13 out of 14 here and 28 out of 30.
And if we get to play them all, we'll have 11 games. We're up to 19 scheduled, Mike, and they're trying to pack them into this 2-month window we have.
It's actually only 6 or 7 weeks.
Yeah.
Because we got a late start. Here's Brewer against Pacey. This defense is difficult.
There he is.
Look at Dom on the floor. It's a loose ball, steal by Kuntz. Kuntz drives in, lays it up, and missed it.
What a great job by Pacey.
Rebound by Moss. Moss got it underneath, and it's stolen away. Rams on the fast break. Kuntz back. Now he goes to Leary, who needs some help. Leary gave up the dribble, got it back out to Pacey, and the Rams will reset things. They lead by 4, 3 minutes in. Jimmy Kuntz at the big ram. Now to Timmons. Jimmy right in front of us. Now McDaniel.
Nice pass.
Dump down to Timmons. Timmons lays it up and scores, and the Rams lead 7-1.
Great entry pass by Antoine McDaniels that time, Mike.
6-point Highlands lead. Interesting. Plum hasn't made a field goal yet. Mars only made 3 baskets in the fourth quarter the other night. And the defense is the reason the Rams won that game.
We always say defense travels.
Nickel dimer against Carter Leary out at the 3-point line. That'll be his first. Team foul number 2 against Highlands. Those are even at the 4:16 mark.
There's another senior, Trent Belak, checking into the lineup.
Belak and DJ Loveland in for the Rams.
2 seniors.
Timmons and Leary get a rest. Now they dump it into the paint to Moss, and what's the call? They're going to call a foul on Belak.
Yeah. Trent got 3 quick ones there.
Yeah,
what were you talking about?
He piled them up really fast.
What were you saying about fouls you want to talk about?
Is the conventional wisdom that when somebody gets 2 fouls or 3 fouls, you sit them down?
Yeah, 2 fouls, you sit the half.
Yeah, why? There's down the baseline goes Moss, but they're going to call a foul before the shot.
Again, maybe.
Why? I mean, you're trying to guard against. You're trying to guard against what? Not having him later? Well, you're not having him now.
You're going to get 5. So
yeah, but
when do you want the guy to play? The first half or the second half?
Well, what if he doesn't get any more? He could have played the whole game then. I don't know. I just think we've done it this way for 100 years, so it makes it right. I don't know if it is.
Well, as an old coach, it depends on the kid, too.
There's a throwaway by the...
I knew a guy like Paul Salk would never foul out. He could have 4 in the first quarter.
Right.
He wasn't fouling. Right. He knew a pull back, you know. It depends on the kid.
Rams with the ball in a 6-point lead.
Son Bobby's on the team this year, Mike.
Yeah, he is.
Came out as a senior.
Spectacled one. Here's McDaniel against the double team. Kicked it back out, and this is Loveland.
You know you're getting old when your players' kids are playing, Mike.
Now Timmons is fouled on his way in. That's before the shot. It's team foul number 3 against the Mustangs.
Nick Killinger going to get that.
So I was trying to figure out when was the last time Plum played a basketball game in here? It was before we got here.
Well, I mentioned Paul Salk a minute ago, Mike. He set the school record against Plum, 41 points.
Tarasi Means off the steal and the lay-in. That's the first basket for Plum tonight. It's 7-3, and McDaniel picking cherries. 9-3.
That's why I coached back in the day, Mike. He had 41. He broke his brother Robbie's record of 40. How you like
that?
that? And then Micah Mason kind of destroyed that. What was it, 63? 4? 64, right?
Yeah. But we played Plum. The first game Stosh ever coached at Highlands, there's a double dribble turnover. Stosh's first game was against Plum in their tournament.
Yes, I remember we
lost that game 56-21, and then the next year we played him there in the tip-off and lost 63-28. Our old buddy Ron Richards. And that's the last 2 times we played these guys, and that was 7 years ago.
Been quite a run for Coach Stachinski.
Highlands with the ball in a 6-point lead. Here's McDaniel right side. McDaniel bodied up by Moss, needs some help. Now Pacey, now to Kunst. His three's on the way. It's nothing but nylon. Jimmy Kunst and the Rams lead at 12-3.
That's pretty close.
He had ice water in his veins the other night on that winning shot.
And Mike, if you saw the pictures in paper, boy, he wanted that shot too.
Moss with a step back, can't get it to go. Killinger tipped it, but it's Pacey. Pacey now goes to Kunst. Drives baseline, kicked it out. Pacey's three is on the way. It's off the back rim, no good. Rebound, Loveland. Loveland now. Baseline to Timmons. He tried to throw it out, but it's stolen. Pacey saved it. Now to Loveland, stops, pops, and scores.
What a motor in Pacey, Mike.
It never stops. I said the other night, I bet.
There he goes. Speaking of which,
he stole it. He got fouled.
And one. Oh, great job by Don.
I bet Tonelli loves it because Tonelli was like that.
Exactly. Christian's over on a bench. Him and Luke Cochran were approved at the school board meeting yesterday to be volunteer coaches. And boy, it's a real compliment to Coach Stosh when the kids want to come back and coach for him, not just play. Don's going to go to the line to shoot 2. That foul was on number 0. Will Brewer, his first.
Pacey drains the first. I mentioned it the other night, Dean, that Dom, we missed him last year, obviously, but he was 80% from the foul line his sophomore year, and you can always use that,
He had that concussion problem. Like, he had double vision for a long time. Great to see he's recovered.
And they just needed to get home. They're 4 for 4 at the line. They lead at 16-3. That's all it was. It was the unfamiliar surroundings. Here's Moss into the paint. Left hand, it won't go for it. It's tipped, and Pacey has it again. Joaquin Roman in for Highlands.
So now we got 3 seniors out there.
Loveland's three is down. And Bart Marino needs a timeout. The Rams lead it 19-3.
What a start for the Golden Rams, Mike. Yeah, let me tell you about the Boucher Agency. They made some major changes in the last year, and now they're even better equipped to handle your home and auto insurance needs. Mel and John at the Boucher Agency are now independent agents. In addition to Nationwide, the Bouchers are now working with all the leading companies in the industry to find more ways to save you money on home and car insurance. Call your hometown independent agents today, the Boucher Agency at 724-224-4300, and choose the coverage that's right for your family. They have evening and Saturday hours for your convenience. Remember, in the AK Valley, you're in good hands with John. Mel's retired, Mike. He's joined the club of retirement.
How about that?
Nick Boucher is now in the business with his dad, so it's John and Nick. And congratulations, Mel, on your retirement. He's still on your side.
He is, though. He always will be. Oh, what a start for Highlands tonight, team. 19-3. They've run out, and it's really been spurred on by the defense, of course.
No doubt about it, Mike. They've already forced 6 turnovers, and those turnovers have led to points.
Yeah, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different Highlands players on the score sheet already. All 5 starters, plus Loveland.
And they're going to pressure the ball now, Mike. Plum, I've seen them play their 2 games, never pressed in either game, Mike.
Here's Matolo.
Oh, that pivot went pretty far.
Means left side in front of the Highlands bench. Matolo travels and turns it over at 1:35.
7th turnover.
It's amazing. It's just a different team than Highlands. I mean, they just play a different game. Now they still play tough defense because they always do, but it's just a little not as tall. But they are quick.
Nice pass.
Dump down, and here comes Joaquin. Oh, he missed a layup. Rebound, Leary has it. Work it back outside to Pacey. 1:20 left first quarter. Rams by 16 already.
Entry pass.
Kick it back over to Kunst. Kuntz in against Means, needs some help. Now got it to Pacey on the floor. Pacey all the way through, lost the handle. Picking up the garbage, Joaquim Roman with the lay-in.
And again, got to give Don Pacey credit for that ball, Mike. He almost lost it. And he come back, stole the ball, and they're going to call another timeout, Mike.
And Mark Marino is upset
back-to-back
with his guys. Well, Planet Fitness at the Heights Plaza in Natrona Heights is your home of the judgment-free zone. Planet Fitness provides a unique setting where everyone, and we mean everyone, is free to work out in a non-intimidating environment for as little as $10 a month. And new for 2021 is the Planet Fitness Crowd Meter. Just open the Planet Fitness app on your homepage, and it will show you how many members are there at that particular time. All you got to do is check. It's got a little meter, and if you think there aren't too many, then you can wait till another time to go. It's just one of the many ways they're doing your part to ensure you can gym confidently. Remember, memberships are available for as low as $10 a month. So break free from 2020 and stop by and say hi to Ross today at Planet Fitness at the Heights Plaza.
21-3, Mike. It doesn't get any better than this. Highlands 1-0 in section. Plum comes in 1-1. Hampton 1-1. Mars 2-1. They've already played 4 games. Shaler is 2-1. Indiana 0-1. Armstrong 0-1. And again, this week we have 2 exhibitions coming up. Thursday night we'll have Freeport here, and Saturday afternoon Kiski. Both games again. We'll tell you how you can see both of them again, since only the parents will be here to see them live.
Right. And we're only in TV Comcast games are only going to be the home games.
Yes.
We'll explain that.
Yeah,
we'll explain why that is.
I got it all written down.
Right. Another travel. Cameron Moss, the younger brothers, also entered the game right now for Coach Marino. But
8 first quarter turnovers, Mike.
Wow.
41 seconds ago. Highlands only committed 2.
They have 41 seconds left. They have the ball and they have the arrow, so we'll see.
By the way, I just gave you the section. You got to roll back and hear who's in the section. We'll talk about where they're playing later on.
Kuntz for 3. It's down.
Wide open.
Jimmy Kuntz.
And John Mason, Mike, works with him, and you mentioned the wireless zone. He's also still a shooting coach, and he's got a great pupil in Jimmy. I've worked with him a few times, Mike, in a gym by himself. When he releases the ball, he can tell you if it's going or not, just how it comes off the fingertip.
Now, firing up a wild one there was Ivanchik. It didn't go, but the Mustangs control it. 9 seconds left. Rams by 3 touchdowns. Means 3 ball, but look, Joaquim out there on the hedge. Loveland has it, and that's it. That's the end of the first quarter, and a good one for Highlands. They pick up where they left off Friday night. It's Highlands 24, and the Plum Mustangs 3.
What's more impressive, the 24 or the 3, Mike?
The 3, Dan.
Let's talk about B&J Sports, celebrating 6 decades of outfitting the local teams and great sports fans of the AK Valley. Come sporting goods needs, look no further than B&J Sports. Len Mills and his friendly staff provide that personal touch. Customized high school jackets, team uniforms, trophies, plaques, you name it, they have it at B&J Sports. B&J Sports, located 1605 Freeport Road in Natrona Heights, open 9 to 5:30 weekdays, Saturday till noon. Or give Glenn a call at 724-226-2662. 6 decades says all, B&J Sports. Mike, I got a great story for you. Mm-hmm. When Coach won his first game, was it 7 years ago? This is his 8th year, correct? Okay.
2012.
Do you remember who we beat?
Yeah, we beat Valley at Valley.
Yeah. That's not a trivia question. We're never going to forget that.
Yeah.
I took that.
It's on my list.
Yes,
That's one of my favorite games
I took
ever.
my score sheet, framed it for him, and gave it to him 8 years ago. You know what he told me he'd do?
What's that?
He'd hang on to it until we won a WPL championship, and he wanted that one framed, and he was going to put it in his bathroom. And, you know, when you're 1 of 22, it takes guts to say, we're going to win a WPL championship. But he had a vision.
And he was right.
And that vision came true, and I sent you a picture, right?
Yes, you did.
Tell him what it has.
The picture was the 2 score sheets. I couldn't read any of it because it was your writing. But yeah.
And they are in the bathroom. You know why? Great conversation, Pete. Easy read, too.
Carter Leary, 3. Well, you called that one. It wasn't even in yet. Leary bangs one down. The Rams have hit 5 already. And it's 27-3.
But I just love it, you know, the commitment he was going to put into the program to say that. First-year coach, and it was tough that first year.
Oh, it was.
I kept telling him he was paying for the sins of another.
Oh, and Means goes in and got fouled on his way in, and he's going to shoot a couple at 7:30, with the Rams leading 27-3.
Because you remember his predecessor, Rich Falter, take no prisoners, Rich. He would look at 27-3 and say, okay, now we got to double that. But again, when he did that, and then the other teams got on top for a little while, not only would they beat us, they beat us bad, and many times they had to tell coach on the way home, again, don't take it personally.
Yeah, really. First one by Taurasi Means is good. He's got 3 of the 4.
He knew he could do this eventually, and you know what? He gives that first team credit. They never quit on him, Mike.
No, they didn't. Kayshawn Branch has always got to have a place in his heart. Long skip pass to Larry. He's going to let it go. Here it comes. It's in and out. Dipper. Rebound tipped and taken out of there by Killinger.
And I remember the last game we played that season. Remember against Freeport?
Oh, the triple overtime game.
And our kids are on the floor 1 and 20.
It's a great game. Ball is out of bounds.
Jimmy tried to talk him into it.
Jimmy tried to buy it. Chick Murdoch would have nothing of it. It belongs to Plum. It's 7:02. All the cameras are up in this section, and we'll have to keep an eye on it. Basketball's coming up, Dean.
Yeah.
We're in the line of fire, dude.
Not as bad as before, though. We used to have to hold the table.
This is Matolo. Now Means. Less than 7 to go till halftime. Rams 27-4.
Dare we talk about the Mercer rule, Mike?
Not yet. You can if you want. Here's Killinger.
Is it 35?
It's a 40.
40.
Means all the way to the basket. Lays it up. Missed it. Rebound McDaniel. Rams out ahead of the pack. McDaniel went on 2. Splits the defense. He almost got the basket.
Almost got Chick Murdoch.
Let's see if they call that a shooting foul or not. That's the 15th foul against Plum first half. Those are even at 5 apiece. It is not a shooting foul.
Matula picks that one up.
6:25 left till the half. And the Rams trying to get the first 2 games. Playing your first 2 games of section games, so difficult.
Yeah.
And then we'll have 2 non-section games. Thursday night here against Freeport, and then Saturday afternoon, matinee against the Kiski Cavaliers. Will Saunders coaching at Kiski now.
Burl beat them bad the other day.
Yeah, they did. Bucks are 3-2. Out to McDaniel. His 3's off the back rim. Rebound Timmons. Timmons going down, and I think he got pushed.
Yep, got a foul.
That's why. Good job by Chandler to get it out of there. He knew because he was going to walk if he didn't.
When we talk about the schedule, Mike, and all the craziness, I'm just going to tell everybody right now, if you'd like a schedule of the television games, when they're going to be replayed, the home games are only replayed on Comcast.
Chandler gets fouled. Yep, but he'll go to the line.
Drop me an email. I'll give you my email address right now. You can write it down, mchoma, that's C-H-O-M-A, M-C-H-O-M-A, at, 53 at yahoo.com. mchoma53 at yahoo.com. 53 is not my age. I wish it were.
Not mine either. Timmons,
it was actually the year I was born.
It used to be my age. Timmons makes a first, he'll get another. And of course, as we all know, the Rams are 5 for 5 from the foul line. Of course they are.
Could use this the other night, make it a little easier on us.
In and out, no good. It's tipped. Who's it go to? It goes to Plum. So Chandler makes 1 out of 2. The Rams leading at 28-4. So we always, as the season goes on, you always look at, what could be, why would there be a cancellation? Well, weather. Well, now we have 2 things to consider why there might not be a game. So
yeah,
that's part of our Comcast reasoning. There's a tip no good, and a good job by Pavlik to knife it out of there. After Kuntz stops, pops off the rim, no good. Rebound, they battle, and Killinger has it. Getting a lot of minutes, Killinger.
Again, Matulski on the bench, those 2 quick fouls. Nice trap
by McDaniel.
Jimmy Kuntz did a great job of trapping there.
Larry thought about it. Now, Kuntz will. In and out, no good. Rebound, Timmons got hammered, but got it to McDaniel.
And that's become a Highlands trademark. The good shot for the great shot. Carter wasn't looking. Jimmy wanted to give it to him 1 down the elbow.
Here's Kuntz, 5:25 as Stosh barks out the signal. High posting it to Pavlik, a zone, right? Is that what it is?
2-3, yeah. Yep.
You saw Trent know right where to go, right to where it says Golden Rams there underneath the foul line. That's where you want to be.
And a short corner, too.
Looping feed back to Kuntz. From 30 feet, it's short. And Plum's basketball at 5:15.
He looked down at his feet and said,
oh,
that far out.
Far away. That's
at least he knew.
You talk about John Mason. That's one thing Micah used to do. It didn't matter if that was close for him. This is Cameron Moss to key it in. 33 is Seth Favero. We saw him in the JV game.
JV's won 51-45, beat Plum. They beat Mars the other day. We have a very nice freshman squad, mostly in the JV.
And they're tall.
Yep,
They're very big.
Braden Foster, 6'6", Mike.
Killinger left side.
I expect him to get some varsity action.
Killinger bodied up, and there's going to be a travel. That's good defense by Joaquin Roman. We mentioned Mark Marino, Dean. He was at Hempfield in 2014. He was only there for 1 year. He went 21-3 and then resigned in July. So without another job waiting, they made it to the quarterfinals. And then he's been at Brownsville here recently. Before he came to Plum, he replaced Hart Coleman, who replaced Ron Richards at Plum, and then replaced Kelly Robinson at St. Joe. So Hart Coleman isn't scared.
I've met him, nice guy.
Underneath to Roman, he can't get it to go. Roman tries to get it out to Belak. There's a battle on the floor.
There's a time for a bounce pass, Mike. That wasn't
a time?
No, you don't want to do that.
Plum gets the basketball in the Highlands turnover at 4:32.
Only a third turnover for the Golden Rams, already forced 9. Now, Golden Rams apply token pressure.
Now we got a ball on the sideline out of bounds. No, it's going to be a foul. Greg Hedlund's calling it. It's on Roman.
Came to a little grab ski there.
That's 6 against Highlands. Plum's committed 7, so both teams ostensibly in the bonus at 4:22 remaining. Moss the younger, dump it down to Means, and it's blocked by Roman and out of bounds.
That is not a good idea, Mike.
No.
Tarasi going to have to think about that.
Cameron to key it in. Gets it to Connor. Connor, though, in a double team. Now to Means, foul line extended. Back out to Moss for 3. It's down. That's the first three-pointer tonight for Plum. It's only their second basket, and Connor Moss's first points of the night.
And that's their latest score coming off a 30-point performance. Mike didn't score till the 4-minute mark of the second quarter. We said they would shade, and they did.
There's a 3 by Pacey, no good. Rebounded by Loveland. Into Timmons. Runner.
Here, drop.
No charge. First foul on Chandler Timmons at 3:48. Player control foul. They won't shoot.
17 fouls each.
Rams continue to lead by 3 touchdowns. They lead at 28-7.
Carter's gimping over there, Mike. Chandler. Yeah, checking that
ankle out.
And it's pretty heavily taped to begin with, Mike.
Well, they almost traveled. They're bumping into each other, yeah. But Means controls it. Now Cameron Moss left side. Out to Killinger. Right side to Mazzola. Baseline to Means. He reverses it back out to Moss. He drives in, stops and pops. Won't settle. Rebound Roman. Now to Leary. Rams by 21. To Kunst. Loveland right side. Well, we got an offensive foul. It's going to be on Roman.
Boy, you have to be looking for that one, Mike, because that was way away from the ball.
Like Greg Hedlund.
And it was on the baseline, and the ball was out front. Of course, when Joaquin does something, you're going to see it.
Yeah. There's usually a noise involved.
Bumpy.
Here's Means. Now to Cameron Moss. Cameron Moss, the junior, Connor, the senior.
Brother rag.
We had one the other night, too, with the Stefanos.
During COVID, Mike, they were training young kids in their yards, so that was nice of them to do that.
It is. Jumper by Means is no good, and the rebound to Loveland as DJ pulls it down. Loveland forecourt, Rams by 21, less than 3 to go first half. Here's Pacey. Dump it into Roman.
Pass, Mike.
Off his hands, and it's knocked out of bounds with good defense by Plum that time.
Joaquin got to take that extra step in there because he led him to the basket. Now that's the time you want to make the bounce pass.
Checking into the game for Plum is Seth Favero, again, the sophomore. He wears 33. Oh, off the hands of Leary. And the Mustangs got a 2-on-1. Moss goes all the way home and lays it in.
That time, DJ Loveland is trying to get a charge, didn't get it.
Pacey all the way through, beats them all down and lays it in. Pacey's first basket, 4th point. It's 30-9. Now
he walked.
There was so much room, he didn't know what to do. Cameron Moss, right wing. Now to Matola. Out top to Moss. Around a man. 3 balls on the way. It's down. Connor Moss with 8. Has all 8 out of the 9 Plum points in the second quarter.
I told you, Mike, every trip you have to account for this kid.
30-12.
Now, he scored those in the last 3 minutes.
Yep.
He had nothing till then.
Highlands had led by 24. The lead's been cut to 18.
Last 3 trips, he scored them all.
Here's Leary. Now Loveland flashes out to get it. Now Kunst will reset things. Around a Roman screen, and he took 2 guys. And Kunst goes all the way in and lays it in. You talk about Joaquin. Stosh wants time out here. Joaquin picked 2 guys for him.
He sure did.
And Jimmy lays it in. His first basket of the second quarter, he's got 8. And the Rams lead it 32-12. Well, with winter upon us, there's no better time than right now to stop into Highland Tire and Highland Integrity Alignment and see why they've been voted the best place to buy tires in the AK Valley since 1993, the best oil change since 1995, and this year voted number 1 for auto repair. Highland Tire offers one of the largest and most complete inventories of tires and wheels in the Pittsburgh area, and as always, if you don't see it on site, they'll order it for you. Visit HighlandTire.com or give them a call in Trenton at 724-224-9222, in Natrona Heights at 724-224-7900, or Highland Integrity Alignment 724-224-5900. Now offering oil changes in both locations. Highland Tire, service, integrity, price. We deliver.
2 more home games this week, Mike. Thursday, Freeport comes in, and Saturday, Kiskey's here at 2:30, I believe, is the tip. You don't have to worry about that, though, because you won't see it, but you'll see it the next day, Sunday, on YouTube. Next day, every day on YouTube. Home and away game.
And hello again to the Breakfast Club.
Yeah, we have some charter members there.
They sure
enjoy
do.
their coffee with their replays.
They are there. I noticed it Saturday morning, and it still blows me away. I'm not done doing the work I have to do to finish it, and we're already in the double digits of people watching while I'm still on. Here's Matola. Less than a minute to go first half. Highlands by 20. Ooh. Dillinger got into the lane, kicked it back out. The jumper by Favero is no good. The rebound to Loveland. Rams want to push it. Cross court to McDaniel. 3 ball on the way. It's off the back rim. Rebound Kunst. In good position there. Now to Loveland. Out top to Leary.
Nice pass.
Beautiful.
Great
look.
pass.
What's that again? The good shot for the better shot?
That's exactly right, Mike.
4 for Joaquin off the bench. 34-12.
And they take pride in those assists too, Mike.
17 seconds left. Moss now trying to set the pick and does. Mock steps back, 3 balls off the rim. Rebound McDaniel. He's thinking to heave it. Joaquin will heave it.
Off the top.
Joaquin threw it to St. Joe's. Well, that's the end of the first half here at Ram Arena, and it was a good one for the Rams. It's Highlands 34, Plum 12. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with stats and more right after this. Back at halftime with the Rams leading 34-12. Halftime stats are brought to you by the Anchor Inn in Natrona Heights. Open 11 to 8 Monday through Saturday. You can call them at 724-224-9910. You can get takeout there, or again, they're open inside again 11 to about 7:30 is when the kitchen closes. So make sure to stop in at the Anchor. Say hi to Joe, Andy, and Dee. Freeport Road, Natrona Heights. Welcome aboard. Well, the vestibule report is that the first half scoring is very even. that Highlands is with a 34-12 lead. But with that 34-12 lead, they have really spread the scoring out in amongst 7 players.
not only, like I said, was it the scoring, Mike, but the defense. I mean, you hold Moss to no points for 12 minutes, and then he scores 8 in the last 4 minutes. That's how you get out to a 34-12 lead. And like I said, I'm very impressed. He's forced 9 turnovers, only commit 3. He's built the thing on defense, Mike, and it continues.
And he does.
Talking to Chick Murdoch, and I told him the story I told him the first quarter about the pictures, and he just is amazed. And he liked how our JV team looked too.
Oh, those guys. Well, we saw that 8th grade team, and a lot of those guys are there. So
Yep.
saw Dom Stobert back out there too. It was good to see him back out. At one time, Dean, we had 3 former cameramen on the floor: Dom Stobert, Landon Signorella, and Braden Foster.
How about that?
I loved it.
Plum, Mike, they're going to travel to Hampton this Friday. Hampton is hosting Mars this evening. These are all section games. Shaler is shut down, Mike.
Yeah, Shaler's not playing, and Armstrong's not playing either. So Armstrong was supposed to play Indiana tonight.
Yes, and WPL is working fast, Mike. They're sending Mars, instead of going to Armstrong, they're sending them out to Indiana. So they're adjusting the section schedules as they go.
Oh, we got an offensive foul on the cut through.
And that was Don Pacey knew to step in there, Mike, and got the offensive foul, forced the 10th turnover here.
And many of those turnovers have been on offensive fouls too. So that's again, that defense shows up every. I said they're like a bunch of chihuahuas out there. Leary and Pacey especially. It's like they just keep barking at you, and they won't leave you alone. Everybody's got a neighbor that has that dog. You know? Here's McDaniel in the lane with a floater. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound, Killinger lost it, and Kuntz tried to save it, but he stepped on the baseline and turns it over. Chandler Timmons back out there, by the way. I think he turned that ankle in the first quarter, first half. Now Means. Now to Moss in front of us. Here's Matola. Tried to get the roll, but Kunst anticipated it and stole it. Jimmy drives all the way through, lays it up and scores, and draws the foul.
Like butter on toast, Mike. The 11th turnover turned into the 10th point for Jimmy Quince. Beautiful.
First Highlands player in double figures. They had 3 the other night. The foul is on Connor Moss. That's his first. And Jimmy with a chance to complete the 3-point play.
And Mike, that's great defensive anticipation to step in front like that.
And he does. 11 points for Jimmy. Highlands 37, Plum 12. That's their biggest lead. Ball's tipped out of bounds, and another turnover by the Mustangs.
Even dozen, Mike. And you know, you want your team to be aggressive, but they keep drilling right up into the trap.
Right, exactly. Here's McDaniel against the double team. Oh, dump down low. Beautiful pass to Timmons with the finish. Great pass by McDaniel, and it's 39-12.
Great body work by Chandler Timmons, too, Mike. Pinned this man, and Antoine with the spot pass right to him. There it goes.
Nearly a steal by Leary. He does have it, but Matolo able to get it back. Now to Brewer in front of the Plum bench. Now Moss drives in. Oh, nice. Dumped out to Killinger, and he draws the foul.
Going to be on Pacey, I think, Mike. He was underneath trying to draw the charge.
They had to pick Pacey up off the floor. I know you might find that hard to believe. Let's see, they called it on Kuntz? No, they called it on... Yeah, they did? Yeah. That's his first. Killinger. Left-hander's good.
I saw Dom underneath.
Oh, he's always on the floor.
Yes.
So. Big 6'5" left-hander. Second one's in and out and in again. 39-14. We talked about Mars the other night. Did you see one of the kids the Pirates got in that trade went to Mars?
I didn't know that.
Yes, sir. And we'll see him next year. He'll be here. He'll be the only.
Probably,
He'll be the only one of the 5, but he'll be there. Bednar.
best case scenario, they get here, get good, and go someplace else. It's going to be the way it is. My one buddy, my age, Mike, wants to live to see him play World Series. He said, "You're going to live a long, healthy life."
They said that the outfielder named Head was the best player of the package. As McDaniel got in the lane, nicely done, and put it in. I said, I'll be collecting Social Security by the time he gets to the big leagues, and that's true.
Yeah.
41-14.
Antoine, great job with post moves there.
Oh, Tarasi Means blows up the baseline and puts it in.
And you mentioned him in the pregame, Mike. I saw those moves against Liz before, but that's the first one we saw here tonight.
Here's Kunst. Drives through. Dump down to McDaniel with a reverse layup and scores. Antoine in with 8. The Rams lead at 43-16.
4 quick ones there. Almost, Jimmy. Yep. Again, that's turnover number 13.
Now Kunst drives all the way through and has it knocked out of bounds, and the Rams will keep it. Rams by 27.
Big hole right there. I saw it.
It is, but Joaquin missed it.
Yeah.
And Plum will get the ball at 5:24.
Oh, the 4th Highlands turnover, Mike. That's impressive.
Yes, it is. Now they try to loop it in. Jimmy got a piece of that.
So, yeah.
They're going to say it was tipped by Plum last.
No, Mike, they're giving it to us.
Well, Plum was the last to touch it, is what I meant.
Yep.
And Mark Marino wants to take a timeout. You could tell us about your arm.
Yeah, Mike, I'm going to tell you about Phoenix Rehabilitation. I'm getting frequent flyer miles this year. I had to have a rotor cuff tear repaired with a bicep repair. Dr. Jerbicki did it for us. He's our team doctor, and I had it done November 2nd, and I've been lucky enough to get back to Phoenix, and I'm still wearing, I call it the sympathy splint, so nobody bumps me, but in pretty good shape. Not ready to go golfing yet, but I'm in between there, so if you need any type of physical therapy, occupational therapy, get over there and see Adrian and the staff over at Phoenix Rehabilitation Center. They're located at 1601 Union Avenue in Natrona Heights. Flexible hours allow for social distancing, and they are following all COVID guidelines. Call them today at 724-224-5090 to set up an appointment, or on the web at phoenixphysicaltherapy.com. Tell them Mike Choma sent you.
Yeah, why not, huh? Carter Leary for 3. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound Roman. Roman makes his own room and walks.
Call steps.
That's how he made his own room, I guess.
Put it this way, Mike, I wouldn't be going back unless they work good, and they're great.
They are,
Yep.
and we appreciate their help. And you appreciate their help.
Oh, yeah, they do take time with you, and you tell them what you want to do, and they make you do it.
Oh, heard Jimmy. He just lost position for a second, and he's not happy with himself. It's like that's somebody that really takes their defense seriously. My goodness.
And I don't want to jinx it, Mike. They said it's a very tough therapy, the shoulder, because there's nothing there to support it. So far, so good. I mean,
how are we doing pain-wise?
Not bad.
That's good. That's the most important thing. Just get the strength back. McDaniel, nothing but nylon. Antoine McDaniel with a 3 ball.
He ties Jimmy with 11 now. There's a steal by
Kunst.
Keeps control.
Kunst stole the ball.
What are they going to call?
And a foul underneath. That'll be the 4th on Plum, second half.
15 turnovers now.
There was a game last year in here where Kunst stole the ball. I remember that.
Yeah, against Knock. What a game that was.
Sure
Mike.
was.
I've watched that a few times over the COVID.
So have quite a few people.
Restrictions.
Do you know when we first shut down after our season ended, I watched the entire season back.
I did too.
McDaniel for 3. It's off the front rim. Rebounded Loveland. Kicks it to the corner, and Pacey's going to let it go. Off the rim, and they're going to get Joaquin with a push on Killinger.
And as tough as it's been on this, Mike, can you imagine if we didn't get last season in? That team we waited for 4 years to raise that banner.
I don't know about you, but I waited longer than 4 years. I waited 20.
Well, we were 20, and this is our 20th year together, too. It's been a crazy year, but again,
I was on the periphery in 95. I wasn't involved.
I was doing games on WTYM on the radio.
You were there. Oh, Means had it tipped away, and here comes Pacey. Controls it to Kunst. Stops. Pops. 3. Yes.
When it left his hand, Mike.
14 for Jimmy, and it's 49-16.
Here comes the trap.
Now dump down beautifully in the basket and one as Means goes to the basket and puts it in.
And that time, Mike, they made Highlands pay for their aggression by hitting the back door.
The first foul on Dom Pacey, which is amazing to play the type of defense that he does, and it's the first foul he's had this game.
Put it this way, it's the first time he's been caught.
Okay, there's that. Yeah, there was one earlier we thought maybe, huh? Tipped out of there as Means missed the three-point play opportunity. And look at that move by McDaniel, but he had it blocked by Means. Doing it both ends. Here's Matola, forecourt. Now to Means, all the way in, lays it up, missed it, rebound Loveland. Loveland got knocked to the floor. They're going to call traveling.
They're called traveling.
Goodness dragged on. Wayne McGuire with the call. These guys have veteran crew of officials. We talk about 20 years. Chick Murdoch, ref in here tonight, was on that first team we had here.
Very good guard.
Shooting. Yeah. The ball spun sideways when he shot the three. Moss is fouled as he goes in. His spot was in the corner.
I think I get McDaniels. Nope. Loveland.
It's going to be
I've been doing a good job.
Loveland.
I think the other side's for me, Mike. Where he's been on the
well, the good news is that Kerry Cordes is excellent over there, and they get up there fast and they get up there accurately. So I'll be relying on him a lot. Moss makes the first. His first from the foul line. He's got 9 tonight. Only 3 Mustangs have scored. Only 2 Plum players have made a basket. Moss and Means. That's it.
Boy, I just looked at that. That's impressive.
49-19. The Rams lead it by 30. Trying to win their 10th straight here on their home floor. 2 of the last 3 years they won all their home games. They have been on a streak here that rivals the streak back in the late aughts.
Nice
great look, and Timmons can't get it to go as it hit the heel. And Moss, the younger, pulls down the rebound over to his brother. Now Means. Out to Connor Moss.
Nice
Went underneath, off the leg of Cameron Moss out of bounds, and Highlands gets it.
16 turnovers to 5. Again, 19 against Mars the other day. They force teams to turn it over.
Here's Leary. Now McDaniel. Oh, nice pick and roll. Pavlik lays it in. Trent's first 2 of the night and of the year, and it's 51-19. By the way, DJ's 9 points for his career high the other night. I just wanted to throw that in.
Think about this turnovers too, Mike. These are not a double dribble.
Double dribble. You make the pick. Griffin Aresic turns it over.
There are forced turnovers and there's unforced turnovers. These are forced turnovers. We're making them make these turnovers.
High posting it to Timmons. Timmons drives in, kicks it out to Leary. Leary drives all the way to the basket and lays it home.
He's got that sneaky little move, Mike, that up and under move. He's got 8.
8 points for Carter Leary. And the Rams, again, the balance in the scoring has been excellent. Here's Aresic able to keep it. Means for 3 in and out, no good. Rebound, Pavlik had it, lost it. Loveland has it. Triple team.
What's going to happen here? He gets out of there.
Good job. He got it back to
a little chin music there, Mike.
Beautiful. Tried to go underneath the Pavlik. It's tipped. Saved to Highlands. Timmons. Pavlik. Missed it. Timmons tip good.
He kept that ball alive, Mike. He's now got 7. And the Golden Rams are up 55-19, 17 seconds to go here in the quarter.
Now Moss. No harm, no foul. And Cameron Moss has his first basket. 55-21. McDaniel lost the handle, but there's Pavlik on the floor. And they're going to call a travel, but it doesn't matter because that's the end of the third quarter with the score. The Highlands Golden Rams 55 and the Plum Mustangs 21. Now Joe Lucchino and his son Joseph proudly welcome you to Lucchino Insurance and Financial. Serving the AK Valley for decades, the Lucchinos are a broad-based financial advisory firm with a wide range of opportunities for both you and your business. While most of us are trying to navigate this new normal, now more than ever we realize the importance of family and trying to protect them. Life insurance is an investment. So now would be a great time to make sure your policies are still doing the job they were intended to do. Stop by the Lukinos for a free insurance review today. They're located at 2318 Freeport Road, next to the Donut Connection. Or call them today, 724-224-8908 or 724-905-7583. Why wait? Let the Lukino Insurance and Financial Group put you on the road to financial stability today.
Caravan Dan getting the crowd over there, and the cheerleaders are here to see them. Glad to see them. Trivia time, Mike.
Let's go. Did you get one? Did you get the one I gave the other
I
night?
got the other day, North Catholic, and I got one coming back to you when they come here.
Okay, good.
Okay. All right, you mentioned, Mike, this year's different. There's no doubt about it. And I think the WPO came up with a great idea. They're going to go to open playoff.
Which I think the NCAA should have done it too.
Yeah, because there's just no way to tell how many games you're going to get in, and it's not fair kids don't get a chance at
By the way,
playoff.
Highlands is Ohio State right now. They're 1-0 and in first place.
There you go. How about that? Well, in 1984, Mike, they did it one time before.
Yep.
And Highlands did participate. By the way, you don't have to participate.
No, you
It's an
don't have to
optional
go.
thing.
Right.
So the question is, how do we do in that 1984 playoff? You could just give us our record. What do you think we did?
I have that information at home. There's Dom.
Hustling over there, ready to inbound it, pointing to us. How about that? Tommy's too much.
He's
isn't
the
he?
greatest. He helped us drag our stuff up to our perch the other night. Equipment. Yeah. Leary for three. Get the top of the board. It's loose and the Mustangs have it. Favero all the way through, and he got fouled by Loveland.
Before you answer the question, remember the foot of snow we got back in December?
Yeah.
Don Pacey, my man.
he gave
He come up and shoveled me out. He's my neighbor down there in Brackenridge, and he was on top. It did 3 trips. Can you believe that?
I was going to say, but as fast as he moves around, that probably was done really quickly.
And he dug my car out, too. I said, I wanted to give him some extra money. He said, no, he didn't. I said, if I can't get it out, you have to dig me out. And the car got out. I turned around. I won't give him the money anyways. He was gone. What
he probably did 3 other houses by the time, and then was on the ground doing it too. It's second one.
I will get it to him, by the way.
Is missed. Rebound of the Mustangs, and the jumper is put up by Ivanchik. It's no good. And now we're going to have a foul.
Chandler?
I think it is Chandler.
Okay, let's get back to that trivia
55-21.
question.
Okay, I'm going to say the Rams won 2 games in that tournament, I'm going to say.
You were close. One,
okay.
We played 2. We went 1-1. That was Paul Salk's senior year.
All right.
And we beat Franklin Regional.
That's always good.
And then here's a name from the past. Mike.
Favero got bodied up there.
Let's make this part of the trivia question. Nice island
Great pass, and Leary's going to finish it. Oh, my. No foul, but Leary gets the basket.
What a bullet pass that was.
It was with Jimmy, I believe, if that makes sense.
1984, North Allegheny beat us. The best here in the business, coach-wise. Tie ball. It'll be their ball. Boy, Jimmy
He was going to be ahead of the pack, Dean.
Yep. Do you have any idea who was the North Allegheny coach in 1984?
Best hair in the business.
He looked like Steve Martin. He had silver hair.
I don't know.
Bob Caldwell.
Okay.
Ever hear of him?
His name does not ring a bell.
He was a silver fox.
I was a child in 1984. Here's Codvis.
Well, he had gray hair back then, Mike, so I'd have to check to see
Killinger.
where he is today. He was premature gray hair.
Favero tips it back outside to Ivanchik. I'm just trying to run some offense now. Tipped by Roman and a steal. Out to Kuntz. Kuntz drives all the way in, lays it up to off the glass. It won't go, and the Rams come back for it. Here's Pacey traveling.
Did you see that?
Yep.
Okay, I did. Had my head down for a second, marking the turnovers. That's Highlands 7th. They have forced 18 here tonight.
Maybe it is 35. The clock's running there. Maybe Mercy isn't 40. I thought it was 40. We've never been up by 40, have we? No.
The clock is running.
Yeah.
Joaquim's 4th.
It may have been agreed upon. Well, we got commercials to get in. Jeez. Well, just one. We're okay. We'll be fine. Okay. Now the clock stops to shoot the free throws. Is going to the free throw line is Seth Favero, the 5'9" sophomore. That last foul was on Roman. Did you mention that, number 4
Yes.
for him? Okay. I'm already in mid-season form of not listening to you.
My TV wife.
First one is good.
I now have to, and I think a lot of husbands and wives can appreciate that. With COVID and everything, all this lockdown, we've been together a lot. It's always, put the phone down. I want to talk to you.
57-23. Here's Loveland.
And that goes
Now
both ways. by the way.
great feed, but McDaniel kicked it back out, and
DJ,
Loveland shoots a 3 off the move. It's off the front rim.
That's gonna
And
they're going to
great
call
jump by
walking.
DJ. No, it's Highlands ball as it went out of bounds off of Steve Ivanchik. And Loveland gets the tackle. And
They called that travel.
DJ, tremendous football player, and they showed it there. Now we got a foul underneath.
He was all conference, Mike, along with Joaquin and Jeremiah Saunders.
Joaquin has walked the plank team.
Oh, there you go. He's keep on walking.
Did he go off the other night, too? Somebody did.
I think it was Carter the other night.
Yeah, Carter Leary filed out for Highlands, and Chris Dvorak filed out for Morris. Now we have a kickball. Stays with the Mustangs at 4:04. Highlands leading at 57-23. Carter Leary out. And Zach Baylog is in.
So don't forget, 2 more games this week. Freeport comes here Thursday. You'll see it on YouTube Friday morning.
Jumper is 2 by Ivanchik, and it's good.
That one will also be on Comcast.
Rams need help, and now Baylog comes back to get it. Now to Belak. Oh, Baylog and Belak. Well, the B&B boys. Oh, look at McDaniel trying to get it to go off the glass. It won't. And a rebound to Plum at 3:24. This is Ivanchik. Killinger right side. Off the hands of Favero, out of bounds. So again, we Highlands High Sports on YouTube, of course. You want to go there. Click the like button, click the subscribe button, and click the notification bell. That way you'll know when the games are up. Next morning, Hello Breakfast Club. And we'll Tuesday night home games replayed on Thursday. Friday night home games replayed on Wednesday on Comcast Channel 190. And then we'll have some others sprinkled in, and we'll let you know where you can find them.
And again, if you want a TV schedule, mchoma53@yahoo.com. I'd be glad to send you one. Mike, we have a freshman in there.
Jordan Tavares is in, number 23. That's
Big
been
number to fill.
Been Luke Cochran for many years.
Lana Signorella
Lando is in also.
They played outstanding in JV game. And there goes DJ.
It goes, and it goes to the line.
The roll.
Loveland's got 7. He had 5 of the first quarter. I thought Signorella had an especially strong game in the JV game.
And as predicted, here comes
Braden Foster's coming in. So the 3 freshmen are in there.
Like he's 6'7".
Freshman.
A freshman.
First varsity action for these guys, ever. For Tavares and Foster.
And DJ, a chance to finish the 3-pointer the old-fashioned way.
He showed a good stroke from the line the other night. Missed that one.
He jinxed him.
I did. The old announcer's jinx. Clock winds down to 2 minutes. Courtney, you can start that thing anytime you want. The Rams lead at 59-25.
The bus is ready to go.
Bobby Sark is coming in.
And that is turnover number 20. Bobby wearing number 30. That was his grandpap's number. Big
How about
Bob.
that, Big
Yep.
Bob?
Kenny wore that too, my son Kenny Choma.
Bobby, the bespectacled one.
I wonder how he's going to do with that mask. My glasses fog up just doing the game here.
Yeah. Are they?
Yeah. Come on, Bob.
Zaha drives baseline, kicked it out, tried to go to Foster, but Killinger got a hand on it and tipped it right to Coach Stosh over on the Highlands bench.
And you're right, Mike. It is a turning clock.
It is. We'll tell the folks about Beanie, and we'll let the folks watch the play here.
Okay. You've been putting off that much needed work around the house. They've been busy as bees too. Call B&E Home Renovations, where the bee is always busy. They're working 12-hour days with the COVID delay. I saw them over on 2nd Avenue in Toronto Heights doing a job the other day, and they are always putting customer service as their top priority. Give Brian a call today at 724-351-3172 for a free estimate, or visit their Facebook page. B&E Home Renovations, where the bee is always busy. You know, Mike, we're looking to get into that one-floor living situation.
Right.
And this was a ranch house. My wife says, see if they're selling that place. Because she knows that B&E's in there doing the renovations. They're being done right. So I've got some investigating to do.
Cam Regard is in, 21.
That's 3 freshmen, Mike.
That's the 3 freshmen. They'll be performing after the game. There's a shot by Tavares missed, and the rebound to Plum. As we wind it down to 24 seconds. The Rams going to get out of here with their 2nd consecutive section victory. Now they battle on the floor. It's loose. Foster stole it. He did. Foster has it at 12 seconds. 2 former cameramen of ours out there right now. How about that? Foster and Signorella. Here's Lando out top with 3. This one belongs to the Rams in the home opener. They beat the Plum Mustangs. Highlands 59 and Plum 25. Dean, final thoughts?
Well, Mike, 24-3 in the first quarter says it all. Golden Rams never look back. 2-0 in section now. Bringing an old rival, the Freeport Yellow Jackets, on Thursday. And Kiski, a team in 5A. We can see them on Saturday, and you can see them on YouTube the next day, Thursday and Sunday. See you then.
All right. Thanks to everybody for joining us. Greg McAfee, how you doing, brother? It's good to see you. From the Valley, you can read his story in the paper tomorrow also. Thanks to cameraman Dan for all his help. Thanks to Mike Choma. Nice to have you back.
I'm glad to be here.
Once again, that final score, Highlands 59 and Plum 25. For the Dean, Mike Choma, this is Mike Pavlik. So long, everybody.